Good morning, welcome to Goodwill Commodities. In this video presentation, we are going to see how we can trade in MCX crude oil for this week. Before looking into that, let us see what happened last week and what we expected last week. As a follower of our video presentation and as our client, you all know that every Monday we have weekly analysis. For weekly analysis, we use 1 hour chart. That means all the single candlestick here represents 1 hour. Whenever I place the cursor on any particular candlestick, you can see the date and time below. This vertical blue color line indicates the price opening for the respective week. So now you can see this long red candlestick that indicates last week Monday's price opening, which shows that the market opened somewhere near 6120. What we expected last week was we expected that crude has got the potential to stay in uptrend, having 6060 as one of the most and major important zone, and also we had expected some consolidation with the trend. So now let us see what happened after that. After the price opening, you can notice that the price was taking some resistance around the intermediate zone of 6120. So that pushed the price right to 6160. The next day the price opened somewhere near the same zone and it found the support like how it found the support on January 28th. So the price gave a bounce back. So that pushed the price up till 6160. We know that 6160 was a very strong resistance that was resisting the price from moving above. So what happened? There was a very long consolidation happening between 6160 and 6060, and we made it very clear this 6060 is going to be the trend deciding zone. Now let us see what happened after that. So after that, you can notice that the price was again constantly taking some support around 6060, and finally the price closed near 6160 after creating a high of around 6171. In our daily weekly analysis, we made it very clear whenever the price was hitting the resistance during the week's trading, the resistance was 6160. We found a closing below 6120 constantly on every day. Only on Friday, we found a closing near and above 6160, which clearly indicates the consolidation is over and the verdict is the market is ready for another uptrend. Now let us go and see the open high low close analysis. So yesterday's last week price opening was around 6120. The previous week price opening was somewhere near 6089. So last week price opened higher than the previous week. It could not create a new high, it had not created a new low. More or less it is equal, but the difference is that now let us see the price closing. Last week price closed near 6168. This week price closed around 6160s. So everything is neutral. At last we found that the consolidation favored buyers. Now let us see what we can do today and for this week. Today the expected price opening can be a bit of surprise. We are expecting the price to open above 6161. This is where the price created a difference. On the previous week the price closed higher, but the price opening was lower around 6120. But for this week the price closed higher and we are expecting a higher opening, which means that we can expect crude oil to stay in uptrend for this week. The price opening can be near the previous week high 6200. We are predicting the price opening based upon NYMEX price direction. We are not taking into account the rupee factor. So that you should be very aware that since we are posting this video presentation, earlier we could not take the rupee dollar factor into account. So for this week we are expecting crude oil to stay in uptrend, having the same zone 6060 as the major and the most important support trend deciding zone. Slowly we will be moving our stop loss zone, the major trend deciding zone, based upon 2 days price action, and the expected target zones are 6202, 6226. If the trend continues 6256, 6306, So these were all the expected target zones you can expect for this week if the trend continues and move in the positive way. The another important fact is, if you are watching the international IMEX price, you may know that crude is staying around $100. That is a very great psychological barrier. So if the crude can stay above $100, which means that you can expect a very good volatility, and also the price is likely to stay in uptrend for this week. So let us see what's going to happen during the trading session, and thanks a lot for watching our videos. Happy trading, take care, bye.